Coach. They indeed love their football here in upstate New York as you look inside of New Era Field in Orchard Park. A few moments ago, to the delight of this Buffalo crowd, it was the Bills racing out of the tunnel as they get set to match up with the Washington Redskins. Hello, everybody. With Charles Davis, I'm Brandon Gaudin. And, Charles, you take a look at the Bills entering play here. They were winners last time out, so they'll be looking, Charles, to make it 2 in a row.
That is correct. It is the Washington Redskins at the Buffalo Bills. We are in week number 9, and the Redskins have played much better of late, gotten themselves back into contention for the playoffs and even possibly for the division at 5-3, still trailing the Cowboys by a game and a half. But a win, the Cowboys play on Monday night, so a win today would, at least for one day, have the Redskins equal to the Cowboys in wins. James Harris comes out, 322 yards, 1 touchdown, 4 interceptions, 25 of 36. Got his first start of the season last week, and the Bills won, so he's out here starting again. Shaw is healthy, but Harris won his game and therefore is starting again. Shaw is the backup quarterback. There's a handoff, and O.J. Simpson fights forward for a gain of 9. O.J. Simpson had his best game of the season, 79 yards. On the season now, he's at 149. Remember, he missed most of the season with injury, but he's back and 100% healthy at the moment. In fact, all the Bills running backs are healthy. All the Bills are healthy. The Bills had 4 touchdown runs last week by 4 different players. And you just saw 2 of them. OJ was one, Braxton was the other, Jones and Patrick the fullback. So 4 quality backs for Buffalo. All 4 scored a touchdown last week. And then Harris looking deep, and that's knocked down by Pettibone, who just kind of put one hand out there to knock it down. No interest in getting the interception. The line is Young, O'Donnell, Jarvis Carr, and Donnie Green. You got O.J. Simpson and Wayne Patrick. Then Marlon Briscoe and Haven Moses are the wide receivers, and Ted Coy is your tight end. Hand off to O.J. Simpson. A few more yards, gain of 6. So the Redskins again have won a few in a row now. I think 3 or 4 in a row. I think 3 in a row and 4 of their last 5 to get up to a 5-3 record. Harris is going to run for it, get the first down, and slide before taking the hit. The Bills did win last week, but they are still in last place in the AFC East. So the Bills must win to hold on to any realistic chance of making the playoffs. At this point, they actually have a better chance of winning the division, as this division is pretty tight. The Dolphins, I think, the Dolphins and Jets are 4-3 playing each other, so the winner will be at 5-3 and in first place. The loser will be 4-4. The Patriots are currently 4-4 as well, and then the Bills are the only team with a losing record. But if the Bills can win, they would get up to what? 3-4-1. Play action pass. Harris fires to the left side, and that's knocked away by the defender. Here is some Redskins defenders for you. Ron McDowell, Talbert, Sistrick, and Verlon Biggs. In the middle is Myron Patios. So you got Jack Pardee and Chris Hamburger, the good outside linebackers. Corners are Speedy Duncan and Pat Fisher. Richie Pettibone and Brig Owens are the safeties. That was not Richie Pettibone pictured there in the secondary, but he is a starting safety. Harris back to pass again, 2nd and 10, and he throws underneath, complete. And a couple of Redskins ride Ted Coy to the ground. Buffalo 51 yards here on their opening drive. It was Chandler, sorry, not Coy. Harris back to pass, 3rd and 7. Big play here, fires over the middle, knocked down. So Harris just a 1-for-4 start. But the Buffalo running game was working, and that will give him an opportunity to take the lead with a field goal here. Kick is up, and it is good. So this is week number 9. So teams like the Redskins, who haven't had a bye yet, they have already completed half their schedule. They're on to their second half here. 5-3 in the first half, trying to open the second half with a win. The Buffalo Bills, of course, and most teams will finish week 9 and be at halfway when week 9 is finished. So all teams will be halfway through their schedule. Some teams will already have a game played into their second half. Here's Billy Kilmer, 4 touchdowns, 11 interceptions, just over 1,100 yards. Good completion percentage, very close to 70%. It's upper 60s, like 68%, I believe. So having a good year, minus, of course, the interceptions. But that you could say that about most quarterbacks here in 71. Even Bob Greasy has started to throw a few interceptions, so it's really Roger Staubach as the odd man out who's not throwing interceptions. Oh, no. Larry Brown gets hurt. That's a huge loss if he's out for considerable time in this one. Larry Brown, the best running back of the Redskins, and he's leaving the field, which you know what that means. 99.9% of the time, if he leaves the field in a Madden game, he's done for the game. Now, it can be just out for this game, or we've seen in the case of the Kansas City Chiefs, it could be a 40-week injury. Snowden, Shunky, Haas, Wilbur, there's Boyd Dowler and Roy Jefferson, Jerry Smith, Larry Brown, and Tommy Mason. But that's going to be Haraway and Mason now because Larry Brown is hurt. Boyd Dowler also starting as, I believe, Chucky Taylor is also hurt. Al Collins, Jim Dunaway, Bob Tatarek, and Cal Snowden. Edgar Chandler in the middle, Paul Guidry, and Mike Stratton, a longtime outside linebacker. Wyatt and James are the corners. Richardson and Pitts are the safety men. When the season started, we certainly knew the names on the Redskins much more than the names on the Bills. But because it's Sack to the Future, at this point in time, you pretty much should know all the Bills as well. This is the 9th week, and the Bills get broadcast every game of theirs, of course. There was a couple games early. I can recall the Cowboys for sure. I think the Chiefs, maybe the Oilers, some other teams. Here and there, sporadically, there's been some high-scoring games. In the first couple of games, there seemed to be a good amount of high-scoring games, but the defenses have really kind of taken over. Even the good teams that blow out their opponents are usually, like 20-3 games until the very end. Then maybe they get another cheap touchdown or something. But combined scores, it's getting rare to see the two teams combine for over 40 points now midway through the season. So the defensive era perhaps beginning here in 71. Boy, with the celebration, that was the biggest pass of the game so far. Harris drops back and then runs directly into Talbert, so that's a sack for Talbert. We're definitely going to have record setters in the sack department, I'm pretty sure, as halfway through there's multiple guys threatening or already at the 20 sack mark, which means there's a legitimate chance that someone's going to hit 40 sacks in 1971. So, Sack to the Future Definitely rewriting some history in that department. Surprisingly, I didn't do a full analysis or anything, but taking a look at the quarterback stats, they are pretty well in line with 71. Again, a lot of quarterbacks throwing more interceptions than touchdowns. Completion percentage is a little bit high for some people, but not unbelievably high. Not way higher than the best guy in real life, 1971. The running backs, there's some people that have had a pretty good first half, and if they duplicate that in the second half, then they will be a little bit higher than real life 71, but nothing is really out of whack that much, despite it being, Madden and a modern, which is built after the modern game of football, obviously, but with ratings and playbooks when able, we've been able to do a pretty good job. Statistically speaking, at least, scores being lower, defense being a little bit above the offense, etc. But the one thing that has been a big variation from real life 71 is the sack department. Not even total sacks, but just how a team's sacks all come from one person. For instance, getting 6 sacks a game here in the quote-unquote defensive era of football is not a big deal. But 5 of those 6 sacks coming from one player, that's what's throwing it off. Team sacks are not even a problem. Everything lines up except for individual sacks by a couple players having monster years. In fact, I looked at the yearly awards so far, midway through the season, and the top 3 are all defensive players. I believe right now the MVP award comes down to Alan Page of the Vikings, Bob Lilly of the Cowboys, and Mean Joe Green of the Steelers. And the best, I think maybe Staubach or somebody, the best offensive player is like 4th in the MVP voting. Oh, there was a nice move. Did you see that cutback move by Patrick? Patrick turned a 3-yard gain into 10 with this move right there. Wow. Harris with the pitch out to Patrick, and he's going to get caught in the backfield and taken down. That brings up a 2nd and 11. Harris under center. Turns, and he'll hand off to O.J. Simpson, who gets a couple yards. 4 carries, 37 yards. Good start for O.J. 3rd and 10. Harris back to pass. Fires towards the sidelines, and did he keep his feet in? Haven Morris with a great catch on the sidelines, and the Bills have reached the 100-yard mark here in the first quarter. James Harris won his first start last week, and the Bills put over 400 yards of offense up, and it looks like with another 100 yards in this quarter, they've now gone over 500 yards of offense in 5 quarters. So Shaw he doesn't have terrible statistics for the time he was starting, but the offense is just seeming to thrive under Harris. So if the Bills keep winning, of course their coach is going to stay with Harris. Reports are Shaw has been a good teammate about it, though. Hand off to Patrick. He's caught in the backfield, 3rd and 3. And now 3 backs are lined up behind Harris. The furthest behind is O.J., and that's who they give it to. O.J. Simpson will not get the first down. Cut down nicely by Ron McDowell, the longtime veteran. On 4th and 1, the Bills will try another field goal, but this time it's from 48 yards away, and it's going to be blocked. The Redskins block it. Shaw able to pick it up. Shaw now the holder. And alertly picks up the ball to make sure there's we've seen here in 71, when field goals get blocked, or any kick gets blocked, regularly returned for touchdowns, but Shaw does a nice job of recovering it, so at least a bad situation doesn't become worse. The Redskins will have to earn it if they're going to get points off of this turnover.
Ready? 60 outlaw. Come.
Billy Kilmer calls Jefferson in motion. And fires deep down the field, and it is... What a catch. What a catch. But did he actually land it? But Dowler went up over the defender, made a fantastic catch. But I don't think he... How is his feet in bounds? If he actually did this is an amazing catch. Show the feet, please. One, maybe. Oh my God! If he got the left foot down, that's an amazing catch. Buffalo's challenging, and they should, because it's hard for me to believe he caught that. We're not going to skip it because I'm hoping there's a good angle. Ooh, he might have got him in. I think he got that left foot in. What a great catch by Boyd Dowler. Wow, the X-Pactor comes up with a huge catch, goes up over the Bills defender, makes the grab, and somehow keeps his feet. Nope, he didn't. Okay, so the replay wouldn't slow it down and look at the feet, and the Bills were right to challenge it. Would have been one of the catches of the year. And now another jump ball situation. The Redskins receivers have told Kilmer that they can make these catches. They almost are doing it, but not quite. Back-to-back incompletions. You see, he goes up. He actually did get the ball, but the Bills defender, nice job of knocking it out of him, throwing him to the ground. So the Redskins will have to punt again, out at the 22-yard line. And the Bills take over there. Accidentally skipped what they were trying to tell us about O.J. Simpson. There's a pitch to O.J., though. He gets a block on the outside, and that gets him across the 30. Oh, might have been too. It was a good block. It might have been too good of a block, meaning holding, and that's what it is. Holding, on the center. So the block by the left tackle was legitimate. It was a great block, but the center was also holding. And that cost the Bills some big yards. 1st and 17. They'll pitch out to Patrick this time, who cuts it back inside smartly as they had the outside covered there. Gets a couple yards. 2nd and 14 coming up. Harris drops back to pass. Redskins coming on a delayed blitz. Harris just misses Briscoe cutting across the middle. And now 3rd and 14. Do they let Harris go for it? Harris is not a rookie. He's been on the Bills for a few years. I believe this is his 3rd season. He made a start earlier in his career and then made his, well, according to real life, of course, and then his first start in 71 came last week. Bills will have to punt. So the Bills have a field goal and then a blocked field goal. The rest have been punts. The Redskins have punted on every single drive so far. And if you're just joining, the Redskins lost their star running back Larry Brown earlier this game to injury. Haraway's trying to pick up the slack. 4 carries, 14 yards. Kilmer turns, handoff to Haraway again. He gets the first down, breaks a tackle, keeps going, steps out at the 45-yard line. Redskins finally across the 50-yard line. Kilmer, delay handoff to Tommy Mason. No, Hull. Hull gets his first yard, 1 carry, 1 yard. And now Kilmer turns and just throws behind him to Dowler, so that's going to be a 1-yard loss on the rush attempt. Kilmer back in the shotgun now on 3rd and 10. Backs on either side of him. He is going to wait and fire downfield. Wow, he threw that in between a couple Bills. That was a very good throw by Kilmer. And Smith holds on for the first down. Kilmer's been accurate. I told you he is up there, one of the leading league leaders in completion percentage, up near 70%. I believe he's at 67.8 or 68.0, something like that. Kilmer, handoff to Hull. Again, Hull getting some carries today. 2 carries, 11 yards. Usually just a special teams player, but again, the injuries. Play action pass. Kilmer. He's got time. Fires towards the end zone and just a little bit outside of Dowler's reach. 2nd and 10 from the 14-yard line. Hand up to Haraway. He slams inside the 10, inside the 5. Is that a first down, though? It is a first down. 1st and goal for the Redskins. Can the Bills come up with a defensive stop, or do the Redskins take the lead here? Kilmer. Gavin Jefferson move in motion. Kilmer is going to go for the quick pass. Fires and knocked away. Nice coverage in the back end by Pitts. So it's 2nd and goal. Only one back behind Kilmer this time. And again, a little bit of motion. Handoff to Haraway. The Bills hit him, but he doesn't go down. They cleaned it up nicely, though. And that brings it to 3rd and goal. Now the Bills back off a little bit. Only 4 guys on the line this time. Kilmer's going to throw. He's got time. Great job by the offensive line. Kilmer's going to run for it. Cuts it in and into the end zone for a touchdown. Billy Kilmer uses his legs to get this into the end zone. And the Redskins take the lead, 6-3. Kick is up and good. 12-play, 62-yard drive that took 6 minutes off the clock. And with under 6 minutes to go in the half, the Redskins now lead the Bills 7-3. Looks like he was going to bring it out, but thought better of it at the last minute and kneels. The Bills still leading in total yardage, but not on the scoreboard. And after O.J. Simpson. Gets about 6. And another handoff for the Bills, but this time absolutely nothing. 3rd and 4. Quick throw to Patrick. The Redskins are all over it, though. The Redskins defense has gotten better week by week. And George Allen's squad is really a top-tier defense at this point in the season. Statistically, they're still not in the top 5 because they were not great early. But the last few games, very good. And reached the top of the mountain, if you will, last week when they had a full game shutout against the Minnesota Vikings, giving the Vikings only their 2nd loss of the season. And it looks like the Vikings are likely to win their division, so it probably won't matter much for the Redskins that they beat them. But if somehow the Vikings don't win their division, that head-to-head win could put the Redskins in the wild card. Of course, if you're going to make the playoff, then you shouldn't be losing to last place teams in the other conference, which is what would happen if the Bills get the upset here. There's the Redskins showing a little bit of lack of concentration, not getting set before the play clock expires. Billy Kilmer asking why the clock is only set. I guess why he doesn't get more time than other teams, but that wouldn't be fair. Last play before the 2-minute warning, likely. Kilmer fires underneath, complete. And the Bills come up and make the tackle. So we are at the 2-minute warning. The Redskins are leading the Buffalo Bills 7-3, but the Bills will have one more opportunity to cut into that lead before the half. Bills got the ball to start the game, so they would really like to get some points here, even if it's just a field goal, because they know the Redskins get the ball to start the second half. And they have all 3 timeouts. I mean, I don't think, no matter what, I don't think you would see the Bills sit on it, but especially not since they're kicking to the Redskins to start the second half. With 3 timeouts, so they don't necessarily have to throw all the time, and if they do throw, they can definitely use the middle of the field, which they do here on the first down. So a nice, smart play. Just get the first down right off the bat. They don't call a timeout, but they still can with all 3. They use the middle of the field again, but it's incomplete. So 1.5 to go again. 3 timeouts, can definitely use the middle of the field. Harris. Spin. Oh, you don't want to take sacks, though. You can use the middle of the field, but you want to at least be getting positive yards. Now 3rd and 14. And fires to the sidelines. That is backwards for both reasons, because that makes you have to punt to the Redskins, so getting out of bounds, stopping the clock for the Redskins is not the right thing to do. So a little bit of a failure there from the Bills, and now let's see if the Redskins can make them pay. Now if the Redskins can get any points, if they drive down, get a field goal, and then get the ball to start the second half, that could really hurt the psyche of the Bills and their fans. Kilmer spins for no reason and then runs and gets a yard maybe. And I'm not sure why he felt he had to spin before running. Just run if you want to run. Kilmer steps up, fires inaccurately. Kilmer only has 32 yards passing here in the first half, but he does have the lead, 7-3. Kilmer fires downfield, nicely contested by the Bills defender. Bills have been playing good defense, especially tight coverage. So somehow we've had all these drives inside of 2 minutes and only used 1 timeout. The Bills had a complete drive without using a timeout. The Redskins have a drive where they only use 1 timeout. And now the Bills, with all 3 timeouts, can do another drive if they desire. Again, the Redskins get the ball start second half, so I think the Bills are going to at least try. Harris is going to run, get 8 yards. That's enough to take a timeout and go ahead and try for it. Okay, now again, you can use the middle of the field. If you can get near the 50, call a timeout. See what's going on. Quick drop. They go for the quick throw. It's complete. A little bit shorter than I would have liked, but fair enough. Now you only have 1 timeout, so you can still use the middle, but you might need to use your timeout. Throw underneath. You would like O.J. Simpson. Oh, nice move by O.J. Gets out of bounds. I think he got out. Great play by O.J. Simpson. Made the juke to get away from the tackler and got out of bounds across the 50. And now Harris is going to get sacked, and that's going to cost the Bills their last time out. It's the play you don't like in this situation, is the sack. That's the 3rd sack for the Redskins. Harris now has to go sidelines. Goes underneath. Good thing he dropped it. So O.J. Simpson actually 2 smart plays the last 2 times. And that goes as a drop. Oh, sorry. I guess that wasn't a smart play. Might as well have caught it. Since it brought up 4th down anyways. Not sure why Harris even made that throw. Punt goes into the end zone now with 6 seconds. Can we finally, on like the 4th drive inside of the 2-minute warning, it looks like Kilmer will finally just kneel this thing and let us get to halftime. So only 10 total points scored in that first half. 7 by the Redskins, 3 by the Bills. Bills winning in both passing and rushing, and neither team has turned it over. The Bills did have a field goal block. But it's definitely a defensive game without a bunch of turnovers being forced. And we'll see if the second half opens up a little bit or if this just stays defensive and tight the entire time.
Here we go. Here
The Bills have not forced a turnover, and they also have not registered a sack. But they have played well defensively, only allowing the 7 points and only 102 total yards. Kilmer throws underneath, short gain. Redskins handoff, nothing there. Chaderack again with the tackle. 3rd and 9 for Kilmer. Trying to make something happen. Looking deep downfield. And that's incomplete. Oh, whoa. That was Taylor. So Taylor is fine. Dowler just got the start. So Dowler and Jefferson, the starting receivers. Chuck Taylor is okay. Maybe he's not 100%. It seems like he is being used less than the other 2 receivers today. All right, James Harris put up a lot of yards last game, but also threw 3 or 4 interceptions. I think he threw 4 interceptions, but still won the game. Today he has cut down the interceptions. You know the coach has talked to him about it, but the explosion has also been cut down, so we don't know if that's by design. Like, hey, with this Redskins veteran defense, you can't be making mistakes like that. They'll pick us apart, and we won't have a chance. So we prefer to be in this slugfest than to have the open-up offense that puts up all the yards. Pitch out to O.J. Simpson, and he's just got nowhere to go. Bass on the tackle, 3rd and 14. It's been 3rd and long for the Bills most of the game. Harris fires and incomplete. So the Bills will punt once again. There's 2 of them down there to tackle the Redskin, and that's what they do. So the game is for the taking, whoever wants it. Redskins have been able to win these games as of late. 4 of their last 5. Got themselves up to a respectable 5-3. Seems like the kind of game where it's right there to take it, and they probably will take it. If the Bills want it, they need to hurry up, because I don't think the Redskins will leave it open for much longer. There's a handoff to Tommy Mason. His first carry of the day, gets 13 yards. And the Redskins starting to respond now to the question of who wants to win this game. The classic Bills kickoff. Luckily, the Bills aren't that bad in 1971 in real life they are bad, but they haven't played that bad here in this Sack to the Future season as what you are referring to. And I literally tried to make them win, and they still screwed it up. Oh, there's a handoff, a big explosion across the 30, inside the 20, finally brought down inside the 10 hole, down to the 9-yard line. So is it, Justin, is it, what the heck, Labyrinth at like 10 o'clock or something else? Or is there nothing going on? Redskins 2nd and goal from the 3. Potentially Labyrinth, or you want to do something different? competitive game of Labyrinth going on, where I have no clue if I'm winning or losing because it's the first game played. So I do things, and I'm like, that seemed like a good result, but who knows? And other things seem potentially bad, but again, who knows? Seems like it'll be a good game, though, once it is learned. The Redskins have just caused some separation here. 14-3. Just getting the mechanics down, I guess. So the Bills are going to need to answer here before this game gets away from them. They kept it close, had some opportunities, failed to take advantage of some things, and now the Redskins finally opened up and figure they're going to take it if the Bills don't want it. So if the Bills want it, they need to come back right here. Harris gets hit as he throws and got rid of the ball to avoid the sack. 10 of 20 now for Harris. Redskins defense has been monstrous lately, and here is, Harris breaks that tackle, avoids the sack, but ends up getting sacked later by Biggs, who has a celebration similar to a Key and Peele skit. There's a flag. Harris spins and gets tackled in the backfield. Back-to-back sacks by the Redskins. The Bills even held, and the Redskins still sacked him. So that is not a good situation. The Bills' response was completely pathetic. And now you just have the feeling that the Redskins have finally woken up. 14-3. Their defense comes up with back-to-back sacks. And it looks like the Redskins are going to win their fourth in a row. I think fourth in a row, or at least fourth out of the last 5. And that will put, if the Redskins do, it's not over yet, it's 14-3. It's just that the Bills, since the first quarter, have done absolutely nothing on offense. And the first quarter, all they did was get some yards and a couple of field goal attempts, making only one of those. But since then, they haven't even threatened a field goal or anything. And if the Haraway. Third and 3. Bills need to stop here. If the Redskins do win, they go to 6-3. Kilmer's going to run for it, get the first down. Tried to juke a guy, but the second one was there to hit him. The Redskins' 6th win would tie them with the Cowboys in wins. The problem for them is they have 3 losses, whereas the Cowboys only have 1. Cowboys will be the Monday night game. Cowboys versus the Giants. We saw the Eagles win earlier against the Bears, so we get to see this whole division this week. Eagles were winners earlier against the Bears. Now the Redskins are leading against the Bills, and then the 2 sack to the future members of the NFC East, the Giants and Cowboys, are playing each other Monday night. So the Bills get the stop. It's right on the edge of if you can make field goals from this distance or not. The Redskins are going to try it. Kick is up from 50 away. Hit the crossbar and no good. It was a great kick by Knight, but it's just not good enough. Doink off the crossbar, no good. And the Bills will take over again with a chance to get this back to a game. O.J. Simpson, that play just didn't work right as the fullback ran into the quarterback. They still got the handoff to O.J. Simpson, but he had no lead blocker. This one works better. A nice lead block that time. O.J. gets a few yards because of it. 3rd and 6. Will the Bills, they're trailing, should get one more play in, but they don't. So the third quarter comes to an end. You see the Bills. You know the Bills had more than 100 yards of offense when the first quarter ended. I think they were at about 110. At the end of the third quarter, they're at 137. So that tells you how dominant the Redskins defense has been after the first quarter. Whatever adjustments they have made have worked, and the Bills are going to go for it on 4th and 6. It might be a little bit early to go for it, but the Bills say, heck, we need points. Nice blitz pickup, and Harris is able to fire downfield. That was what doesn't go in box scores as a brilliant play by Patrick. The blitz was coming in. Patrick picked it up. Let's see if they show the replay. That was going to be a drive-ending sack. Patrick picked up the blitzer, and Harris remained calm and delivered the pass to Moses. And the Bills aren't dead yet. Harris, quick drop. Spins away. He's going to run for it across the 35. Gets taken down by the face mask. So not a big gain on the run by Harris, but it will be a big gain after the penalty all the way down to the 18-yard line. Ends up being a 21-yard gain with penalty yardage included. And now the Bills 18 yards away from making things interesting. Handoff, breaks one tackle, breaks another tackle. Oh, he didn't break the second tackle. Just when it looked like he broke that second tackle, he tripped him up. Still a 7-yard gain, though, 2nd and 3. Quick handoff to Braxton, nothing. Absolutely nothing there. Redskins 20th in the league in takeaways. Their defense has been stout lately, but they have not necessarily forced a bunch of turnovers. 20th in the league, and they have forced 0 today. There's a throw down to the goal line. It's complete, but he was not in. Hit immediately to stop Chandler from getting into the end zone. 3 catches, 27 yards on the day. But the Bills now have a 1st and goal inside the 1. There's no reason to not get a touchdown when your drive starts inside the 1-yard line. They don't get it in on 1st down, though. Braxton fails. You have got to get this in the end zone. 4-down territory, I am sure. Because you can't walk away from this without a touchdown. 1st and goal inside the 1. Patrick, again, they have 4 backs. They tried Braxton the first time. He was denied. Patrick the second time. He's denied. And now a flag. The Bills are just shooting themselves in the foot. Now it's all the way back to a 3rd and goal from the 7. And Harris is going to have to throw. Harris throws, completes. Did he get in? He does get the touchdown. Complete to Braxton. He just gets right to the goal line before getting popped. So Harris and Braxton make the play. Wow, it was going to be a disaster if they didn't get in. And now the Bills are going to go for 2, down by 5. Briscoe in motion. Harris, quick drop, fires, and Briscoe makes the catch. So a couple big throws by Harris here right at the goal line. Gets the Bills 8 points, and the game is now just a 3-point separation. Redskins 14, Bills 11.
Let's go, baby. Let's go. Go now.
So Kilmer, and look at the total yards, almost dead even. Bills 187, Redskins 186. Neither team has turned the ball over. Kilmer, handoff to Haraway. He gets that yard, so we're now dead tied in total yardage, 187 apiece. Kilmer from the shotgun now. 10 minutes to go. He'll hand off to Haraway. Spins, gets up to the 33-yard line. 3rd and 7. Big play here. The Bills would love to get the ball back right away. Kilmer wanting to make them wait. Dowler in motion. Kilmer fires downfield, and it's knocked away. Nice play by James. And the Bills force the punt. So here we go. The Bills looking for a comeback. They got the hard part, the touchdown and 2-point conversion. Now they're needing just a field goal to tie this thing. That could have been a big return. There was only one Redskin that got down there. He could have been blocked, but he wasn't. And because of that, a possible, 15, 20-yard return is a no-yard return. Okay, let's see what Harris can do. Moses in motion. They will pitch it out. And gets a nice block. First down and more. Patrick gets it up to the 39-yard line. He now has 36 yards on 7 carries. So they start off with the run, and it was effective. Bills have now run 50 plays. Harris drops back. Throws underneath. Patrick unable to hold on. Redskins have 9 guys in the box. Definitely think and run. Harris drops back to pass instead. Fires downfield, one-on-one coverage. But Briscoe goes up and makes a nice catch. And the Bills are into Redskin territory. Only needing a field goal. 2 more first downs should be all that they need. Possibly only need 1 more. Harris drops back, a deep drop. And now he's going to move over to the right and get sacked. McDowell comes in, gets his 2nd sack, and the Bills are pushed back to their own side of the field. Big play for the Redskins defensive end there. Harris drops back to pass again. Bills pick up the rushers this time. He throws it underneath. That's Jones' really first play of the day. One of the 4 backs that the Bills have. Gets 10 yards, 3rd and 7. Harris throws underneath again. Got 5 more. Gets the 4th and 2. Are they going to play for it here? Don't kick a field goal. You can't make it from here. You can't make a 55. Why aren't they playing? They should play. But they're going to try a 55-yard. I don't think he can make it from here. No. Not really that close. Poor decision. Poor decision. Should have played. All right, so the Redskins take over. Let's see if they really make it hurt by putting it into the end zone and putting this game away. Hand off to Mason. Couple yards, that's it.
Ready. 30 base.
If Haraway breaks a tackle and gets the first down. 20 carries, 77 yards for Charlie Haraway. Redskins up over 150 yards on the ground. The Redskins take it all the way down. They actually took it too far. It's going to be a delay of game.
Offense.
So the Redskins will back themselves up to the 47-yard line. Clock is down to 4:27, though. Clock's starting to become a factor. Hand off to Haraway. And that will keep the clock moving. 2nd and 11. Bills need to stop. They can't allow any more first downs. First of all, a first down will hurt the clock more. Second of all, then the Redskins will be in field goal range. Kilmer delivers a pass to Dowler, and boy, Dowler comes up injured. That does 2 things. It stops the clock, and of course, it's an injury to another skill position player for the Redskins. 3rd and 3, big play from both teams. Handoff and stopped. Nice play. Nice play by Cowens. May have saved the game for the Bills because now the Redskins are going to try a 54-yarder. I don't think he can make this. Knight hit the crossbar from 50. This is from 54, and that's short. So both coaches go for incredibly difficult field goals, and both kickers come up short. O.J. Simpson has 0 yards in the second half. That's not good. Bills are only down by 3, though, with 3 minutes to go and all their timeouts. They can definitely run. They do not have to go all-out air attack. Harris will start. First play, though, in the air. Hit out of bounds. I guess he was in bounds when the hit occurred, though, so no flag. There's a handoff to Patrick, but he does not get the 2 yards he needed. I would run it again, though. You got to get this first down. Time is not really a factor since you have all your timeouts. So they will hand off again, and again he fails. Maybe give it to someone besides Patrick. 4th and 2, you got to go for it. I don't know if you run or pass. You just got to go with what your best play is. Harris has made a couple nice throws on the last drive. Maybe let him throw it. Otherwise, give it to your best running back and not Patrick. And if they give it to Jones, and he doesn't get it. Jones, first carry of the game, comes with the game on the line. And now the Redskins take over. If they get a first down, they win the game. Gilmer, hands off. Huge pull. First down. So I didn't expect him to get the first down on first down. So the game's not technically over yet, but it's really going to get difficult for the Bills now. The next first down really will end the game. Hand up to Haraway. Another ridiculously well-blocked play all the way down to the 31. Not a first down, though, so it's not over yet. It's not over yet, but it's right on the brink. The Bills need to be monumentally tough right here. They are not. Oh, they easily gave up the first down, but Mason or Hull, who I don't know who had it. Oh, they gave it to him. I thought he ran parallel the line and never got across, but the refs, okay, that play would have definitely gone across anyways. So it's all moot at this point. The only thing that's going on here is the Redskins continue to hand off, leaving the fumble as a possibility. Neal would end the game, but they give the Bills a chance to strip it. The Bills are unable to strip the ball. So if Kilmer just kneels it, there we go. The Redskins finally become smart, and they will end this game. The Bills played tough, but it wasn't good enough. Redskins come into Buffalo and win. They're on a little bit of a roll here, not blowing teams out, but winning games. That's the second consecutive game that they scored less than 15 points and still won. So the defense in full beast mode for the Redskins. They get to 6-3. Bills fall further into last place. Neither team turned it over. That might be a first here in 1971. Bills won the passing game. Of course, the Redskins won on the ground. Harris disappointed, losing his second start. He's at 1-1 as a starter for the Bills. We'll see if he retains the starting role or if Shaw takes it back. It wasn't really Harris's fault. He had a touchdown, no interceptions, over 58%. He seemed like he was fine, but the Redskins defense was just too much. Thanks for joining Sack to the Future. We're midway through week 9 here in 1971. It's been fun so far. Next game coming up probably tomorrow night. If not, then certainly no later than Wednesday. Thanks for watching. Have a good one.